morning to our RANsquawk listeners. Hope you all had a great evening. It's a bit of a recap then in terms of some of the major events which we've seen so far. Starting off with the Asian session, we did see the Nikkei once again up and around those 6-month highs with a gain of around 1% seen on the session. The Shanghai Composite also finished higher. This came after the HSBC manufacturing PMI came in just below that 50 level, so a slight improvement on the previous, and there has been some speculation there in the local markets of potential easing of property curbs in China, which has underpinned some of the sentiment. Into more the European session, though, very much dominated by the release of the manufacturing and service PMIs, of which have disappointed, coming in much weaker in terms of Germany in particular and the overall Eurozone number. That has been the key catalyst for the lower equity markets seen across the board and the higher fixed income futures. In terms of elsewhere, we saw the Bank of England. They've released their latest minutes and has given a very interesting insight into the board meeting, where they kept rates at 0.5% in the last meeting and also increased the APF by 50 billion. It was particularly interesting because Adam Posin opted for 75 billion. That was largely expected, but he has now been joined by David Miles, who also called for an additional 75 billion in the quantitative easing, and as such they did see aggressive selling in sterling currency across the board and underpinned a sharp rise in gilt futures. Elsewhere, just a quick look in terms of one individual stock story which has taken precedence here in France. Has been that of the story of Peugeot Citroën. The French Labour Minister has come out and confirmed various press speculation this morning that they are in talks about a potential cooperation deal with that of General Motors. Their shares have traded up as much as 16% individually on the CAC Quarante. Looking forward in terms of the rest of the session, we'll be looking out for the existing home sales report from the US alongside the 5-year note auction from the Treasury. That pretty much concludes the opening wrap from me for the moment, so I wish you all a great trading day.